What is going on, you guys? My name is Cody Thixton, and this is Interesting Podcast. Coming to you guys on March 11th, 2023 for episode 34, where today we are going to be talking about WWE. There are some very interesting things that I want to throw your guys' way when it comes to WrestleMania. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Ring that notification bell so you guys get notified whenever I upload content. Make sure to go and follow me on social media at CodyT503. That's Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Let's get right into this. Now, there's some things that I found very, very interesting that I wanted to actually throw your guys' way. I feel like WrestleMania this year has just been a little bit dull. And I've been saying that previously on my podcast, but I really wanted to kind of dive in on it and go in depth with it. And I don't know. I feel like WrestleMania this year has been feeling really, really dull. It really, really has. And we've been getting news lately that Vince McMahon is back in WWE, and he is taking some reign when it comes to WrestleMania this year. I mean, it's already been reported that the reason why we got Brock Lesnar versus Omos was because Vince McMahon pitched it. And I was sitting here tonight, because it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning for me. Crazy. I was sitting here watching SmackDown, and the only thing that I could think is, what the hell is WWE doing? We got 4 matches in a 2-hour show, but yet nothing happened. Nothing happened on the show where it's actually pushing WrestleMania to be bigger. Okay, because I know a lot of people are going to, say, oh, well, what about the Bloodline storyline? One storyline does not justify a good show. You have to have it be sequential. I don't understand that argument. And then when you look at what we got tonight, we didn't get anything. Last night, I guess technically, yeah, because it's, in 1 o'clock in the morning. But last night on Friday Night SmackDown, we got Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest versus Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wilde, and Cruz del Toro. My whole question, and this is just, you can say I'm being nitpicky, whatever. What was the point of Finn Balor being in this match? If he's in a rivalry with Edge, what was the point of him being in this match? I don't get it. And then to top that off, when this match started, WWE had their progressive match flow segment. As soon as the match flow segment was done, no ring bell, no nothing, just boom, right into the match. I was like, sitting here, I was like, what the hell are they doing? That is a Vince McMahon move right there. That is definitely a Vince McMahon move. And I feel like this WrestleMania season has been impacted because of the fact that Vince McMahon is back. Everything. I mean, the only real storyline that we have is frickin' Sami Zayn. Other than that, nothing else makes sense. Even the world title match going into WrestleMania. Great. Cody Rhodes wants to go and he wants to win it for his dad. Great. He came back and he won the Royal Rumble. But that can't be the only reason. Especially when you have Cody Rhodes coming out into the ring the night after the Royal Rumble and saying that he beat 30 other superstars. When you came in at number 30. Like, you were in the match 5 minutes. It's just like everything is just, it's not meshing. It's not meshing as much as a typical WrestleMania would. I don't understand that. And I mean, think about a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago, we barely had maybe half of the card announced. When, what is that, like 5 weeks of build? 5 weeks of build for a frickin' WrestleMania? Like, come on. I don't understand how people are not seeing this. And then, yes, WrestleMania will be good. Absolutely. It's a WrestleMania. Even the shitty ones in the past, like WrestleMania 27, or, some of the rivalries, like at WrestleMania 29, when it was Jack Swagger and Alberto Del Rio. Really shitty, not too bad coming out. So I'm not saying that WrestleMania is going to be terrible. I'm saying that the build to WrestleMania has been terrible. I don't, there's just nothing going on. Like, check this out. If this is WWE's biggest show of the year, don't you think that content creators would be able to have more news to bring to the table, especially given the fact that it's WrestleMania season? Because I even brought this up a few episodes ago when I was covering some news. I said it's a slow season right now. There's not a whole lot going on. That's an issue. WrestleMania should always have something going on. There should always be something. I don't get it. And I do think it's because of the fact that Vince McMahon is back. Because of the fact that he's booking some of these shows. Because I will not believe that this WrestleMania is fully being booked by Triple H. I would call bullshit on that. Vince McMahon definitely has his hands in this WrestleMania season. And now we are seeing it. Last night's Friday Night SmackDown was the perfect episode to show somebody that Vince McMahon is back. Just like I said, where we get a match flow, or progressive match flow, and then immediately come back to a match. That was definitely a Vince McMahon move. Definitely. Look at the Dominic and Rey Mysterio feud. Like, what has actually built up from that? How many times have we seen Dominic Mysterio and all he has to say is, "My deadbeat dad"? That's it? That's all you have to say? And then, as soon as frickin' he goes over to SmackDown, obviously because of the fact that Rhea Ripley is challenging for this WWE SmackDown Women's Championship, Dominic Mysterio is also going to go over to SmackDown. And he's going to start a feud with his dad. But the only thing that he's been saying is, "What about my deadbeat dad?" Or all these stupid little segments of him going through Thanksgiving and going to Christmas. And all of that just garbage. It's absolutely garbage. And then, as soon as we actually do get a promo from them, what happens in the ring? What happened last night that was, dude, this is going to be freaking great? I don't get it. Especially because Rey Mysterio was just announced to be the first inductee into the WWE 2023 Hall of Fame. As soon as that happened, they decided to bring out Rey Mysterio. Obviously, to drive some heat towards Dominic Mysterio when it comes to their storyline. But when you look at what happened in the ring, nothing happened. Santos Escobar came out and interrupted, and then it transitioned into a 6-man tag. What does Santos Escobar have to do with this rivalry? What does he have to do? I don't understand. And if you're going to be inducting if you're going to be inducting Rey Mysterio into the WWE Hall of Fame, don't you think that if this was going to be Rey Mysterio's last WrestleMania and his last match against his son, that WWE would want to give him a little bit more leading into that match instead of it immediately turning into a 6-man or being interrupted by Santos Escobar when he's not even a part of the damn story? I don't get it. This is the kind of shit. I talked about this with Antonio during our first podcast where we were sitting there talking about Chris Benoit. I brought it up to him that this is the kind of shit that made me stop watching WWE. For that short period of time, I stopped watching because of this. Because this kind of booking makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. and I hate it. I am a huge fan of WWE. I love WWE. Even to some people, like whatever the fuck his name is on Instagram, apparently I'm a fucking WWE dick rider. And that's okay. You can believe that. But I'm here to tell you that, yes, WrestleMania is feeling freaking dull. Dull. And it shouldn't feel that way going into what should be the biggest show of the year. And it's because Vince McMahon. But let's talk a little bit about why exactly I believe that. And a little bit more into Vince McMahon being back in WWE. Okay, check this out. A lot of people are reporting this. A lot of podcasters. They're talking about it. I believe that... excuse me, sorry. I believe that clearly Vince McMahon is coming back to sell WWE, right? We all know that. It's been in the news. It's going for $9 billion. People know it. But obviously, because of the fact that WrestleMania is Vince McMahon's idea, this is his show. This is his idea, okay? No shit, Vince McMahon is going to want to be a part of WrestleMania, especially given the fact that by the end of 2023, WWE could not even be owned by Vince McMahon anymore. We don't know when it's going to be sold or who it's going to be sold to, but we do know that Vince McMahon will no longer be a part of WWE. So no shit, Vince McMahon is going to want to come back and have some say in WrestleMania. You know, this is his last opportunity. So this is why Vince McMahon is coming back and he's coordinating all of these matches like a Brock Lesnar versus Omos, even though nobody wants to see it. Nobody cares about their storyline. There is no storyline. It's because of the fact that Vince wants to see it. And I think that to me is freaking interesting. It really, really is, because a lot of podcasters are just going out there and saying, oh, well, Vince McMahon, he's back in creative. He's back, freaking out. But it's like, think about it. This is the thing that I swear, like the whole reason why I started doing podcasts was because of the fact that I was a fan of wrestling podcasts. Wrestling podcasters, they don't think. They don't think about it from a logical business point of view. Yes, Vince McMahon is going to want a say in WrestleMania, especially given the fact that he's selling WWE. It's his last opportunity. So I don't understand how there are some people who, like, they can't grasp that. They can't grasp the fact that somebody would want to do that, because apparently Vince McMahon is just supposed to just walk away and have no input in WrestleMania. Do you really think that that's how Vince McMahon thinks? Be honest with yourself. It's just, it makes no freaking sense to me. But yes, does this WrestleMania need Vince McMahon? No. No, it doesn't. It shouldn't. No WrestleMania should need Vince McMahon to frickin' book it. I couldn't even imagine the WrestleMania we would be getting had Vince McMahon not come back to want to sell the company. Imagine this WrestleMania if it was only being booked by Triple H. Completely different story. I don't know, man. Like, this is just some interesting freaking just thoughts off of my head that I had to sit down and talk with you guys about, because it's like, I'm sitting here and I'm watching this show. I'm getting excited for WrestleMania because of the fact that it's WrestleMania. It's the Super Bowl, you know, but it's still like there's just this, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost just like why do we care about these matches? Why do we care? You need to give us a reason to care. And WWE hasn't done that with many of these matches. I mean, we've barely gotten something with Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. We've gotten absolutely nothing with Bianca Belair and Asuka, except for a stare down. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, that has felt dull because of the fact that Sami Zayn is, a part of that storyline. Then we have the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens situation going on against the Usos. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, what, are they going to form a tag team again, 2 weeks before WrestleMania, but yet I'm supposed to attach to that? Makes no sense. I don't understand this booking. I don't get it. Freaking crazy, dude. It's insane the impact over the past month and a half, just how much it has changed. Insane. And it's because, I will reiterate, Vince McMahon is back and he wants to have a part before he sells the company. But that doesn't excuse the fact that it's still being booked shittingly. We shouldn't have to sit here, or trust me being a pro wrestling fan, how much I absolutely love pro wrestling. I love it. For me to be able to sit here and tell you guys that WrestleMania is feeling dull, I would love for somebody to elaborate on why I shouldn't. This is freaking insane, and it sucks. It really does. Last night's Friday Night SmackDown was the worst Friday Night SmackDown or Monday Night Raw so far in 2023. Freaking terrible. Hated it. But these were just some thoughts that I wanted to throw your guys' way because I find it really interesting how this whole WrestleMania has played out. It has made no sense. WrestleMania will be good. I will give it to the performers that they will perform a good match. As far as the storylines go, there isn't shit going on. And that sucks. That really, really does. Anyways, man, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Ring that notification bell so you guys get notified whenever I upload content. Make sure to go and follow me on social media at CodyT503. That's Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And tonight, I will be live at 8:30 p.m. with my co-host Antonio, where we are actually going to debate which era was the best. Was the Ruthless Aggression era or the Attitude era the best era in WWE? So make sure to check that out.